my fellow host, I'm going with Fnatic as well.
Are you gonna keep it spicy or are you gonna be right?
Oh, you're gonna do me like that? Then I'm definitely going to other way. Give me Neon, I guess, for the spice. I'm gonna be right.
Should be the analyst panel a little bit. Should we be? And Neon does have their own stuff going on. Their full comfort zone. A lot of very
I
flashy
think this is
heroes.
the most even drafts between the two games.
Let's see how this even draft works out. Game 3, loser goes home.
Prepare for battle.
Fnatic versus OB.Neon. Take it away, Black and MLP.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here for our third game of this BO3 between Fnatic and Neon and Black. This is the one that matters, of course. Winner of this goes through to the next round. Loser has to go home. Straight off the bat, sir, I'm going to ask you the hard question. Who came out with the better draft in your opinion?
Well, this is veterans versus the new guys on the block, and unfortunately for the new guys, I do have to say I quite prefer Fnatic's draft this game. It's, again, Neon, they always draft this kind of all-in team fight kind of style, but it's a very risky style nonetheless. It works sometimes, other times it doesn't. It's just a more solid draft overall on the Fnatic side.
30 seconds to battle.
Tend to agree with you on that, I must admit. Moon and your Pash mid lane gonna say hello to each other. Bit of a love tap there from Moon. That'll be it. No wards being scouted out quite yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be like so hard for them to shut down this Wraith King completely, and once he gets like 3-4 items. I feel like I've been saying that a lot in the past couple of days, but it never really happens. Like his Wraith King gets really strong, suddenly the team fights don't go in his favor anyway. So maybe Neon is onto something here, you know, that I'm not fully aware of yet. But from my experience, this should be going to Fnatic's favor, at least in the early game.
So this whole
It
mess
does
is
seem
all
that
your
way.
fault?
Neon, they are one of those very unique teams in that way that they draft these interesting drafts that nobody understands, and then you assume they can't win with it, but then they make it happen anyway. Something tells me this could be one of those games, but we'll wait and see as the laning stage does begin. See that mid lane, Yopaj up against Moon again on the puck. See this time around, Yopaj, he has a much better hero for that mid matchup on the Void Spirit, and I'd say he should also have even more impact than last game on the Void Spirit.
Yeah, better matchup, but come mid-game, it's gonna be quite tough to fight against the puck. But as you said, there's definitely a lot of room for rotations here once he reaches level 6. The side lanes aren't super strong until they all get their levels up. Phoenix as well as Clock very level dependent, so I would guess that Yopaj is gonna do a lot of work here early in the game.
What about those power runes, that 4-minute mark it seems between these two?
Yeah, which the 50-50s have been going into the favor of Moon so far, in this series at least. So he seems to be a little bit more blessed by Gaben. Maybe he did his morning prayers. Offered him. I don't know what you offer Gaben. I guess some $10 bills, $100 bills?
No, just throw your wallet in. Just your wallet.
Your whole wallet? Alright.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Maybe like a gold bar?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you have. Just whatever. Just anything. Get it out there.
Gaben, I don't have money, but would you accept my $9,000 Rolex watch? And suddenly the watch just disappears. Your offering has been accepted. And you get all the runes.
Love you, Gaben.
Who doesn't?
Everybody does. He's great.
Exactly. Like even people that don't play Dota love Gaben. Everybody loves Gaben.
Everybody. Top lane, like Skem on that pos 1 Leshrac. So far not having too bad of a time. Saros only sitting at 1 CS on the Sand King. That was now double it to 2. This position 1 Leshrac though, it's been a while since I've seen it. How powerful is it?
It can snowball pretty damn hard, DJ. Getting a little bit low here. But yeah, it can snowball really hard in the mid game. Laning phase is pretty strong since you're a range hero with a stun and a lot of damage potential with that Diabolic Edict. So I always liked it quite a bit. It's just once those BKBs come out, like you just don't do anything for quite a while, which is why Leshrac carry. Sometimes we see it, especially Liquid as a team that picks it sometimes, and it works really well for them. But it's a really risky carry to pick, because it's not really a carry in that sense.
On lane, play hard. Got jabs. Jabs really
There's a
slowing
dive.
it down with those fire spirits, and like you said, Black, he just dives away. Looks like he's just going to run all the way back to the fountain to boot. He's not actually going to commit the salve, rather just hold on to it and keep you back into lane.
Yeah, he was very close to base anyways, so it's not the longest walk. And he'll be able to deliver some much needed items for the Wraith King as well. We can already see Death Prophet here on the off lane, completely free farming, out CSing everybody on the board. And I don't know why people keep giving away Death Prophet. I feel like this hero currently is just absolutely bonkers. It just does everything. And it's really scary, and it never gets banned, seemingly.
Does not. In the hands of Death Summer, a very dangerous hero. We've seen it many times so far from him. Always effective, and every time we think he's dead, those Spirit Siphons get started, and suddenly things just kind of turn around. So, see if that's going to be the case this game. He is farming extremely well, like you've mentioned. That's already a great start for him. I expect a very fast Dual Scepter up. Be quite detrimental for Fnatic as time does go on.
Like an amazing laning phase here for Neon. They're already 1k ahead without first blood happening anywhere, which means they're getting the better out of the lanes by far. Raven dropping a little low.
Radiant's top
Still has
tower is
Majesty to
under
work with
attack.
though. He is not very comfortable down here.
Top
DD.
lane. Massaros is in the
It's a lot of damage.
game. Stun is gonna land. He did not juke it out. He's got the lightning storm to boot, but it won't be enough damage. So he does force Massaros away. For Massaros, he does at least have a salve and a hold.
I'll take your tribute.
Also be able to get Bounty Rune here, to get back to full health again. I'm a little scared here for Fnatic. They don't manage to find some good rotations with that puck, because the side lanes are not going very well for them right now. Sand King is suffering, so is Wraith King. Puck has a lot of work to do.
Speaking of the Wraith King, Raven trying to stun on to play hard. Icarus dive to boot. Slowing play hard down, and this should be a kill on the Penguin. They will get it. Raven actually able to take the kill with the skeletons. The jabs just allowing the skeletons to hit away and feeding the kill over to his carry.
Yeah, the good old Skelly Bros with 350 movement speed and like 35 damage, hitting like a truck. And if you have no way of running away or dealing with them, they can definitely just decimate you in the lane. It happened there, and this is much, much needed for the Wraith King. He is still sitting very low in the CS department, but that first blood is certainly going to help him out.
Not quite as slow.
Lane.
Haste Rune activated. Coil
Oh,
online
he's gonna
though.
go for this. Oh, that's a big amount of damage. Moon is in big trouble. He is gonna bury
Radiant's
fire and
bottom
jabs.
tower is
He's gonna
under
be there to
attack.
save the day. Close call.
TP rotation here. Jade going very aggro. They have to be careful though. This Edict in this jungle kind of
Dire's
scenario can be
structures are
really
fortified.
deadly. Level 3 Edict as well can easily solo kill any of those heroes.
Distortions in the void.
Radiant structures
CJ,
are
he's gonna back
fortified.
out. He's gonna start roaming through the river, maybe into the mid lane. All lanes pretty quiet right now. We don't really see too many big rotations happening. It does seem like both teams are very happy to just secure their own farm, at least for now, and confident to move into the mid game. But we do look
Raises
back
the
at
question,
Dead.
what happened mid-game? What happened in the mid-lane MLP? Puck is behind 900 gold. He's losing the lane hardcore.
I told ya. Moon, he's in danger. Yopaj again gonna make the dive in. He does have one step charge. But that's the one thing, you can never count Yopaj out. He's just one of those players. No matter what the matchup is, he somehow makes it work.
I feel like Jopaj is a very hot or cold player. Like sometimes he just absolutely crushes the game. Other times you don't really feel his impact too much. But this game seems to be one of those games where he's just on, and he's going to make this game very difficult for Fnatic. Already leading 2k gold, even though they suffered first blood.
Good news for Fnatic. This time around, they won't have the Alchemist to go back to either. Raven's got to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, this time no gold hacks. You'll have to farm creeps in a more balanced fashion.
Somewhat balanced. You know, skeletons
Somewhat
are still
balanced.
kind of broken.
That is true, that is true. Double void step here.
They Now going in again onto Moon. They love going after this puck, and this time they will be able to secure. Paj taking the kill himself from the Void Spirit. And, well, now I guess they could stick around and pressure the mid-tier 1. They do have Skem around on the Lesh.
They have a ward on Raven. You can see him very clearly here, rotating in on the Pangolier as well.
Raven, he's going to try and back, but look at the damage output. He does not have Reincarnate. Now he does. He skills it up. DJ going to try and help out by blocking the way, but Yopaj, he's not done. He jumps in with the DD rune. Won't be able to hold down Raven. That's going to be about it. But you can see Neon, they're getting warmed up now. Feeling confident. So this is that point where I get very scared for Fnatic, because I know these boys on Neon. This is when it starts.
Warmed up, you say? I feel like more they're like on overdrive already. They're absolutely crushing this laning phase, up by 3k gold. They're not giving Fnatic any space to work with whatsoever. Like, so far has been a pretty flawless game from Neon. The young boys on the block making it look pretty easy here against Fnatic so far.
See if they can keep it up though, Black. Plenty of time to go on this game 3, and again, a lot on the line for both teams. Very important victory for either side. And get it. Look at bot lane, Death. Just pushing the tier 2 tower. He already used the Exorcism for the tier 1. Just goes to show you how confident he is to just run down that bot lane and just start hitting towers. It's looking like a pretty simple game thus far for the Dyers. There's nothing going on here from Fnatic.
Yeah, just win lane, out farm,
tower is under attack.
Build on your advantage. Leshrac has Boots of Travels now, so he's going to be able to join the fight pretty much globally. Void Spirit, itemizing for the Dual Scepter, probably into the Aghanim's after that. And also DP finished her hood already, itemizing into Yules as well. It's going to be so hard to bring down for the Radiant here. Most of the damage is magical. With a Spirit Siphon and hood active, he should not be dying anytime.
I'm wondering what itemization he's going for on the park. 3 null talismans for now. Queued up either.
Like, he doesn't even have boots yet. He has been really shut down in the laning phase, and any sort of item, whether it's Travels or Blink Dagger, is pretty far away. Still 2,000 gold away if you choose to go for Blink.
Here's the group up in mid lane. Neon, they want to start the push. They very well can do so with that Edict.
Radiant structures.
They're not even going to pop his ulti.
Damage output on that tower is way too strong.
Under attack.
Catapult alive as well with the Abaddon here. With no danger of dying whatsoever. Brave King top.
They are going to go. Strike out from Nasser, but Raven is still in pretty massive danger. They've kind of left him behind. Now the X is going to come in dance. He is barely going to help. No, never mind. Raven is dead. They even get the egg. Masseros, he will try to go for the epicenter, but Death, he will not die. He is death itself. Moon goes down. Yopaj, what an Aether Remnant out onto the Sand King. Mid Burrow Strike. He'll try to Sandstorm, but they have the dust. There they go.
Mid lane was almost dying on Clockwork as well. He gets away, so not a full team wipe, but a fantastic performance by Neon. Taking a 4-0 fight, taking the tower on top of that. Now up by 5k gold. They're making this early game lineup work perfectly.
Really is perfect. 5k net worth lead at 12 minutes in. Very impressive stuff.
We haven't seen anything from the puck yet. No movement around really. 0-2-0. A hero that throughout this entire tournament and even the DPC season, we have seen him do a lot of work. Struggling to find his place in this game. There is a lot of pressure resting on his shoulders because, as we said, he needs to be the one to initiate those team fights and get something going for his team.
He's half the net worth almost of Yopaj. I think that's where it kind of stems back to, is the fact that he just doesn't have any gold right now. Actually behind Masseros and the Sand King, who's also been struggling. Now Neon, they've popped the smoke. They want to keep going. They understand how strong they are.
Dire's top tower is under
Toward that top lane they go. Yopaj, he'll lead the charge.
At all.
On to DJ and for Clockwork. Kill cogs up. Masseros is also around the Sandstorm. In fact, they're going to go after the big target. They go straight to the Sand King, into the Clockwork. And they are making it look so easy.
The Yeah, they're just outplaying them completely here. Like, Fnatic does not find their place on this map at all. They're just trying to farm the Radiance up, but he's so far away from it. Still almost 3k gold away from it, 1500 away from the relic. They just have no space to work with at all. Mid tower now is in big trouble. They still have a glyph to work with. But once the tower is gone, all the T1s are gone. The map is going to be so small for Fnatic.
And that's the real issue, right? Like, you're already so behind in gold, and what do you do when you've lost map control? Which they are just about to now. Ziyapaj, he will finish it off. You lose map control, you lose space, you have less places to farm. That triangle's not even safe. Skem's running around and already farming it up. Fnatic, they can't defend their triangle.
They can't defend anything right now, seemingly. Like, they have a huge amount of team fight, and this is really where the lineup's strength is. They can't get anything started here. They need to somehow smoke up, get a good team fight going, because this game is going completely the wrong way. Out of control, almost here for this Neon side.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Got so much
more items
mobility
here on DP. Almost Yule Scepter up. Yule Scepter almost up on Void Spirit as well. Once those two items are up, probably see another smoke. Just try to invade the triangle again.
Items flying out now. And I think you are right about that smoke, Black. They group up mid lane again, just hanging around. In fact, they are starting to split up, never mind. But I think we will be seeing it very, very soon. That smoke up that you talked about. And there you go. They do pop one. Ziyapaj, he's going to clear out the mid wave. Maybe even bait for the team as they stand right behind him. He really
He's
can't
having an arcane rune. It's gonna be so scary to this next team fight. This Void Spirit is gonna be a very big problem. Phoenix, is he gonna get out?
Yeah, Jabs gets jumped on. There's the Yule Scepter into the Aether Remnant. Do they have complete control? It does look like they do.
Easy. Absolutely
Dire's
easy
top
for them.
tower is
Might
under
be
attack.
wanna pop
Radiant's
the Exorcism here to get the
bottom
tower,
tower is under
perhaps? But you still have a glyph to work with of course. You don't want to waste Exorcism at this stage of the game. It's still a very important teamfight tool. Top lane, they are seemingly trading the tower.
Dire's
Well, I say
top
trade,
tower
so
is under
far,
attack.
Neon is playing very conservatively.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly a direct trade by any stretch, because now the rotations are coming down bottom.
Dire's top
They get the
tower
tier
is
1, but
falling.
you're going to have to give up the tier 2 tower, and
Radiant
Fnatic, they know they
structures
can't
are
really
fortified.
defend this. They're going to
Dire's
pop the glyph to
structures
try and slow it down, but the siege creep is probably going to survive.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, there you
is
go,
under
Death. He'll
attack.
tank the tower. Tier 2, there will be no defense. They're not even going to try.
Interesting item choice here by Moon, going for the Boots of Travels with already a pretty rough game,
Dire's top
meaning his
tower
Blink Dagger
is
will be
under
delayed
attack.
even further. However, Sanking at least has his Blink Dagger now, so
Radiant's
there is
bottom tower is
potential for a
under attack.
huge epicenter power strike, which they really need at this point.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
They do.
Dire's top tower is
So
under
another
attack.
tier 2 going down. TP's up top from Ziyapaj. Looks like he wants to make sure his tier 2 top stays safe. Fair enough. Fnatic, I mean, you're just playing the farm game right now. That's all you can do. You need at least Raven to have that Radiance up before you really get involved. And even then, he's probably just going to keep farming up on that Raid King with the Radiance. He's got it soon at least. So at least there's going to be a bit of escalation for Fnatic with their carry.
This Radiance is going to be a big power spike. I'm just a little afraid that
Fills me with nothing.
the supporting cast might not be strong enough for him. Although they do have big AoE ultimates, it's going to be very hard to lock down the Neon side here and find the correct targets. Because they have so many people that can just cut the backlines and make life hell for this Phoenix as well as this Puck.
Time indeed.
Leshrac
Lane.
on his way, farming a Bloodstone. Once that's up, he is going to be virtually unkillable. With the Leshrac behind him as well. Sorry, the Abaddon.
Skem special, that pos 1 Leshrac. You know Skem, he runs very unique position ones. I have very fond memories of the pos 1 Chen. I talked a lot of trash about it when I was casting it the first time, I'll admit that. He proved me wrong very fast.
Yeah, he's not the typical hard carry player. As you said, he has this very special hero pool. He likes his Weavers, his Leshracs. Even the Rickies, you know, he just likes to be in the action and starts killing heroes. Has always been his style. Which you know, can be a limiting factor as the tournament goes on, because people will of course identify that as well. Yeah, and be more ready for this kind of style.
Very talented players, Scamp.
Visibility.
Fnatic getting a bit of space here. Raven has been able to farm up the Radiance now, so definitely good news for Fnatic. Neon, they have kind of let them be for a bit.
He's going to be on the Sank here.
Saros, already been a tough game for him.
Dire's middle
Gonna
tower
find out the hard way. Oh, nice blink out. It's just not gonna matter. Your party's all over it. They've got the control, and look at the damage output. He just blew him up.
I mean, Leshrac is just one of those heroes. It's like a pure DPS machine. And so is DP, really. Like, they have so much damage on this Dire side, just passive damage, which I've spoken about before. Coil on the Pangoli here.
You're gonna try. Leash almost now wear off. I don't know if it is. They hook shot in. He is still alive, but finally does go down to Moon. They have lost another of those. Jabs is down, and now the Wraith King Raven. Not looking so royal, and the tips are coming out. Neon. You start to wonder whether it's...
And he gets taken out immediately. Like, he did nothing that fight. Exorcism just eating through him. DP, one of the hardest counters to Wraith King. And again, like, raises the question, why is a hero like DP not more highly contested in the banning stage, you know? Seems to just be a crazy hero performing every time it's picked, pretty much. DJ, a bit of trouble here, perhaps. Just gonna TP out. Just TP out.
Forehead. Daniel,
forehead indeed.
is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Fnatic moving through the river. Looks like they may have spotted out Diopage, but you can really get him right now. In fact, Diopage is 250 gold away from an Aghanim Scepter. Oh boy. 20 minutes in, Yule's Ags up on the Void Spirit. Fnatic, that silence is going to really rule their team fight. There's already so much silence with the Death Prophet, and now you've got a double silence coming out on the Void Spirit. They're going to smoke up beforehand anyway.
Baton too. They have so much silences.
There it is. There's your Ags up. They've smoked immediately.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Reincarnation still on cooldown. See who they can find here. Fnatic right now, a pretty defensive posture, not leaving their base like at all. Well, DJ did, and he pays the price for it.
I think if anything for Fnatic, at least it's DJ, right? At least it's your position 5 clockwork. It wasn't Moon, it wasn't Raven. And then now they know where Neon are, so they can go down towards the bot side of the map and just kind of avoid them for a bit.
Sure, if you like recall what happened in game 2, it looks very similar in this game now, except it's Neon in the driver's seat and not Fnatic. Fnatic just seems to be too scared to go even to their triangle to farm, and you can't blame them. The entire map control is going to Neon right now. Now Initiation is tanking here.
Trying his best to split push that top lane and make more space, but every single time he does, he gets punished. This feels like it's all Masros can do though. If his team's not ready to fight, he just has to do his job and split push lanes, but now the Roshan's happening. Without a Sanking, you can't fight this.
Yeah, Clock is not even trying to steal it. And let me ask you, MLP, if they don't feel ready to fight with 2 Blink Daggers online on their big AoE heroes, when do they ever want to fight?
That's a very good question, Black, and I don't have an answer to that, unfortunately. It's kind of like the last game. We didn't have an answer for the Alchemist. This game, I don't have an answer for Fnatic against Neon as a whole. I mean, 10k net worth lead, Aegis taken. What do you do? Raven eventually will scale on this Wraith King, but it's going to take a while, and now they're going to smoke. They're going to try with those double blinks you talked about.
Pakdo in trouble here.
He is in trouble for 4.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh no, they're going to go in anyway. Burrow Strike is down. They've got the Abaddon. That is a hard target. The hookshot and instead onto the Pango, and Playhard is going to die, but Masros has been caught again by the Remnant. Yopaj not going to capitalize. He'll back off, but here comes Death Summer right onto Raven. They want the big boy, but Epicenter is in. It's not going to be great, however. Right onto Januel Masros. The eggs the back. Coils there, Moon holds them down into the end, but where's the damage output? Maybe it's coming in, Moon. He's been caught out. He's very low on that puck. He will die a second time. A dieback immediately. They do at least kill off your Page. There's something, Fnatic, but a dieback on your mid puck, not going to feel great.
That's a really big feels bad, man. Like, there's just not enough damage to go through this DP with his BKB hood. Abaddon just keeps healing you up. That shield was very well placed on the Death Prophet, so he can pop his BKB through the epicenter. And your Leshrac just seems unkillable at this point. With the Bloodstone, just too much spell healing coming out. And now they're knocking on the high ground. They still have a glyph available, but it's going to be very scary. Exorcism up in 20.
Yeah, I mean, your Page will know your Page. They're going in. They don't care. They're more than happy. They've got 30 seconds without Moon. Looks like they are going to be a bit cautious, though, without their mid-void spirit. But Neon eventually will just make their way back into that tier 3 tower. There you go. There's your Exorcism out now. Scamp, frontlining. Just forcing them back. Fnatic. They've got to find a way to initiate into this team fight. They don't have epicenter. They don't have
How
edge.
do you stop them? You can't stop them. There's nothing they can do. They're just watching the barracks die. At least Wraith King is still farming on the opposite side of the map. But yeah, they just have to give it up.
Scam, he's just tipping them while he's taking their racks. He's torturing them. Moon is caught out again. The Raven is going to connect the Rolling Thunder. It's all there. Moon. He just respawned. The tips again from Play Hard.
Mental warfare now as well. Puck died 3 times in like 2 minutes. Not a good look here by Fnatic at all. They're getting absolutely humiliated by Neon at this point. At least Exorcism is on cooldown now, so perhaps they can defend their second side of barracks. But Wraith King doesn't feel like he's ready to fight it at all. Still 2,000 gold away from his BKB. And smoke up though. This is like a desperation smoke here. They need to win this fight.
It is.
And DP is all by himself. Potentially. Yeah. Maybe. Probably not. Going the opposite way. It's hard. If he gets his BKB off, puck tipping middle, you have to be so careful here.
Good. It'll be fine for now. He won't jump in. Fnatic so desperate at the moment. Raven, he's getting close to the BKB. At least with the BKB up, you won't take so much damage so fast on this Wraith King. You can actually get some hits off. He's just got to get it up. Almost there. Bot lane, however, Masaros. Remnant out. Page, he's got him. The silence is going to make it impossible for Masaros to get away.
Like, Fnatic has been stuck in this loop of just trying to split push the side lanes for like a good 10 minutes already, and they just keep dying one by one. It's leading, like, it led to a 14k gold advantage now for Neon. And they seem to be just unstoppable. BKB picked up on Lash. Puck again. Oh, barely phase shifts the stun. They should be able to get out of here.
Is he though? Play hard on the chase. The haste going to be activated, and now he should be fine. Scary.
If that stun connects, he dies again. Potentially, it's just another barracks gone. And they bought a little bit of time for the Wraith King. He needs 300 gold for his BKB. Oh, the clock is ticking though.
It is. Tier 2 top tower gonna drop. I was about to say, Black, I think Fnatic, even though they are dying a lot in those side lanes, they are doing the right thing. Right? That they understand that Raven is the only play now. That's the only way they're gonna win. It doesn't really matter so much how many times you die on the other heroes. As long as Raven's farming, that's the only win condition I see now for Fnatic.
The problem is that DP is really strong against Wraith King. Like, even through BKB, those Exorcism Ghosts, especially if you don't have AC, are going to absolutely just eat you up. Like, he's going to die through BKB in like 3-4 seconds anyways.
Oh, he's in. He's got jabs. Jabs. Oh, Boris strike. Masaros, he's going to save the day. The egg is out. Maybe this is the fight. Play hard. He's gone. Page is going to juke out the egg stun with the Yules. Hate the Remnant. Hold one down. Raven, he's joined in. He wants the fight, but here they go. Neon, they'll turn right back around Raven. He doesn't want to be here anymore. He wants to run, but the life, at least the first one's gone. Masaros, he's back in. Double Boris strike out. Climax, big minute. Play hard. But look at your Wraith King. The King is dead. Moon, you'll get his way. Oh no. He is not out.
He is gone. Easy pickoff as well. When everything is going wrong, no puck buyback, no raking buyback. This is going to be another side here.
Oh, Neon. It's like after Neon lose a game, they get more hyped up. They get more excited.
Is under attack.
I mean, it just comes back to their drafts all the time. Like, Neon with DP looks like a completely different Neon. Like game 1 they had DP, game 3 they have DP. Both games just look absolutely one-sided. So, you know, maybe consideration going further into the tournament. Just ban that hero against them because they're way too comfortable on it.
It's even crazier, Black. They're not even playing with keyboards. Go on their Twitter. They're playing with joysticks right now, Neil. I don't know how they do it.
I've seen that too. Maybe that's their strength. You know, maybe there's some extra buttons that a keyboard doesn't have. Maybe it sits more comfortably in the hand. Who knows? Like next level tech.
We'll have to have an investigation on Neon after this. These joysticks may be given the advantage here against Fnatic. We'll find out. Neon looking extremely powerful, however, joystick or not. I mean, 18k net worth lead, 2 racks is up. Black, give me some hope. Give me a win condition. What do Fnatic need to do?
I mean, he has the right idea on Wraith King. He's queuing up Moonshard as well as Rapier. He needs to go all in damage. He needs to jump a guy, blow him up immediately. But where are you gonna get 10k net worth from before Neon just ends this game?
Has been killed.
Money doesn't grow on trees, you know?
I guess they could ask Neon. Maybe they could take a loan out.
Maybe Leshrac here is all by himself, but he's so tanky with Shiva, BKB, Bloodstone.
It's a lot of damage. Hook shot, is it enough? Not quite yet.
Can't kill him.
To survive. They can't kill him. They can't kill him. He's going to turn right back around.
He's killing all of them.
Everyone is just burning alive. Raven, he's been left behind. He'll BKB TP out. But how demoralizing when you commit everything on one hero and he just won't die.
It's so unfortunate. Like, he used his Pulse Nova to farm the Ancient Camp, but of course, Pulse Nova being active means Bloodstone will provide you with a lot of spell lifesteal. They go with 4 heroes, and he just heals too much. They have no damage to kill him, and they use so many ults for him. Now DP ult popped. How do they defend this barracks MVP? How?
You're the analyst, Black. You need to tell me these questions.
I don't know.
Has been killed.
Like, this is way beyond my analysis capability. Like, I can't see a single thing.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Goodness me. Damn, right onto the mid racks. Raven, he's looking at him. He's trying to give him a death stare, but they don't care. Back in, Masros, he burrow strike, duels arm scam, again to control the damage. It's too much. Hook shot, TJ's gonna try. Cops push back with Raven. Already 1 life down. There's Masros with the buyback now. And the burrow strike. They're gonna continue trying, but Raven's gone.
He didn't have his BKB in his inventory. Like, he died with his BKB in his backpack. Alright, a little bit flustered here. But now, Mega Creep's coming out.
Onto the pub. To simulate there. Moon almost dies. Masros goes down again. They call it. GG's called. Neon Esports, or rather OB.Neon. They do make it through to the round 2 of the lower bracket of the playoffs. And I'd hate to say it, but Fnatic, they